As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go up top on second and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Tigers! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Armstrong. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Aggie. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. There he goes. Smacks it with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man by himself. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Finds a his man. It's Lions. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under fire. Right on the money. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man down the middle. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Fires left. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback history's progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Denson. Makes the catch, it's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Steps away. Fires on the move. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Denson. Just a little off. Incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. To the air on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Plugs it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The snap sets up to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here would tie the game. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Floats it out in space. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500... receiving now on the year for him.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught, it's Smith. He cannot get there, it'll be fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This one's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to keep it in the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Cook. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that.
Makes a grab past the marker. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's
touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people